Hello everyone, what's up? My name is YNG, welcome back to another video. Today, I've compiled a list for you of 100 Minecraft things that I cannot live without. So without further ado, let's get into it. Just as a note, a few of these things are not vanilla, so yeah. First of all, thought we'd get the obvious out of the way. Food can't really live without that unless you're in peaceful mode, but those aren't real players anyway. Health as well, can't live without that either. That's sort of the definition of living, that you're healthy and you're living. Number 3, my friends. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Well, mostly can't live with Ellie, really. Number 4, mud. I love mud. It's such a beautiful block. All the different variants of it. I especially love this one, the packed mud. Number 5, shulker boxes. I love the red ones because red is my favorite color. Looking almost the exact same. In number 6, we have redstone. This is quite an obvious one, but it's redstone. It had to be put on the list. I cannot live without it. I love redstone. Number 7, elytras. Fun fact, I used to say elytras, and you can see that in some of my older videos. And so many people pressured me into saying elytra that I ended up just saying it. Now I'm used to it. Number 8, diamonds, obviously. Number 9, netherite, twice as obviously. Number 10, not so obvious, but I love it, moss. Moss is just such a beautiful block. It adds so much variation to like grass and little green areas. Number 11, you might think this one is a tree, but no, it's specifically oak logs. I love this, and not just because of the logs. I love stripped oak logs and oak planks as well. They're just such a lovely hue, such a lovely color. Number 12, we got our window here. It's actually white stained glass panes. I love these ones specifically because you can create sort of windows like this, where it's half normal glass panes and half white stained glass panes. It just adds such like a cartoony element to the windows. Number 13, waxed exposed cut copper stairs. Mostly because they used to be called waxed lightly weathered cut copper stairs, which I'm pretty sure used to be the longest item name in the game, but now it goes to some form of blackstone or something like that. They took the title away from my boy. Number 14, wheat. Specifically because I love baking in Minecraft. It's just such a nice function and thing to be able to do in the game. Number 15, nether travel. Such an efficient way of getting from place A to place B in a really fast time. So that's definitely on the list. Number 16, scaffolding. Because, scaffolding is nice. It's a nice looking block. It can also be used for windows and it looks quite nice. And it's functional as well. Beautiful little block. Number 17, copper bulbs. And I've spent so long building the rest of this that this has fully oxidized. This was a normal copper bulb earlier, but copper bulbs, because they act like an actual T flip-flop. If you don't know what a T flip-flop is, it's basically a copper bulb. It's like you can press a button and it does that. It's like a light switch, sort of. A button that can act like a lever. Essentially, it's a bit more complicated than that, but that's basically what it is. A single signal that can act like a lever. So it's not a constant signal, or you know what I mean? Number 18, the Etho Hopper Clock. This is a beautiful little redstone invention, and it's quite simple because it just passes items between these two hoppers constantly, and every time it does, it changes this block. It moves this redstone, so you can have a signal turning off and on whenever you want. Just like that. And you can put in as many items as you want here, and it will constantly move that block depending on how many items you have in. If you fill up the entire thing, it'll pass all those blocks from one hopper to the other, and then it'll change. So the more items you put in, the longer it takes to change, and then emit a signal. Number 19. Frogs. I love frogs, they're so derpy. Number 20, this is called an AND gate. Basically what this is it runs a redstone signal based on two different variables. So for this lamp to turn on, both of these levers have to be down. If one of them is up, it'll turn off. And that's because of these simple redstone torches. So if they're both up, it'll be off. If one of them's down, it'll be off. If they're both down, it'll be on. It's an ingenious yet simple redstone contraption. Number 21, fire. Fire is a lovely little block that you can use to get rid of unwanted rubbish. And it also just looks really cool. Number 22, tools, because tools, they're a very fundamental part of the game. Quite necessary, really. Cannot live without those. Number 23, continuing on with tools, a silk touch pickaxe. One of the most useful tools in the game, I would say, especially for mining. If you don't want to turn all your ores into raw ores, use this. Because some ores, when you mine them, will give you multiple items. Whereas if you mine the ore with a silk touch pickaxe, it'll give you one ore block, saving you valuable inventory space when you're out mining. Number 24, flint and steel. For lighting fire to get rid of alien heads. Number 25, concrete powder. It's a very nice block. I definitely prefer over normal concrete. I was gonna have this so it just falls into the floor, but then I remembered falling blocks crash my game for some reason. It's very annoying. So I mean, we could try it. Yep, so that just happened. On the plus side, the blocks are gone now. Number 26, Water. You can't live without water, obviously, because of the obvious thirst bar that you have to, you know, fill like a hunger bar, because that is a thing. I'm not crazy. Number 27, path blocks. They're a lovely little block. Plus, they're also 1 pixel lower than other blocks, which can actually get up to a surprising amount of mischief. Your friend's trying to transport animals or mobs in a boat. Just put some grass blocks in front of them because they can't get back up them. Number 28, eggs. Perfect for throwing in your friend's base. Number 29, armor stands. This is one of my favorites, honestly, because when you partner it with an armor stand mod, you can put blocks, any block, on top of the armor stand's head. And then if you scale it, oh, my bad. Then if you scale it to 1.6 and then just move it down a little bit and make it invisible, you can make it into a false block. So this is not a real grass block here. As you can see, I can literally just go straight through it. And that's because there's an armor stand hidden under the ground here. I mean, isn't that crazy? This can be used for so many amazing pranks. You can create entire fake buildings if you want to, or fake floors, you know? What really gets me is that you can literally create an entire building or an entire world made of just these armor stands, and it's not real. It's just like a hologram. You can just walk straight through it. Obviously, it would be very laggy, but the fact still exists that it can be done. I would love to see someone do that, honestly. Number 30, I didn't really know what to build here. Number 30 is the Optifine internal shaders. Now, I do not use Optifine for reference on this, but I have a ton of shaders here, and this one, Optifine internal shaders. When I disable it, the world just looks a bit more dull, not quite as nice. As you can see, it's a lot nicer and brighter when I enable it. You don't have to have Optifine to do this. It is built into Optifine, but someone has basically just emulated it or whatever it is, and you can just use it on whatever version with Iris or whatever shader loader you use. I don't know if there's others. I don't really know, but I love this pack. It's beautiful, and I use it for every single video. Number 31, me. I can't live without me. Wait, why are you taller than me? I'm joking. Of course it's not me. It's my skin. Can't live without my skin. You know, your innards would fall outwards. Number 32, calcite. One of the most beautiful blocks in the game, in my opinion, and yet I've never had the chance to actually build with it in survival. I've just never done it. Number 33, command blocks. I love these babies. They can do so many things, and I've had to use them a lot in the past few weeks for separate projects. You'll find out about them soon. Number 34 ties into that. Data packs. Data packs are basically just like a mod pack that constantly runs different commands. I've had to use those even more than command blocks lately. I've had to create custom ones. I've had to get some friends to create custom ones. They're really cool, really powerful. You can do almost anything with them, really. Very cool. I love data packs so much. Number 35, fireworks. Because, oh, unnamed marker. Fireworks, because, you know, you can't use your elytra without them. Well, preferably you can, but hopefully you wouldn't be using exploding ones with the elytra. Number 36, simple voice chat. This is a mod that goes on the client and the server. It's for proximity chat in the game. One of my favorite mods of all time, hands down. You can just sneak up on your friends and stuff and just go boo, you know. It's a lovely mod, and it also ties in with the audio player mod, which can add some extensions and other capabilities. I'm not sponsored. That was supposed to be like a microphone, by the way. I don't know if that was obvious. Number 37, lava. Number 38, chickens. Number 39, jockeys. Lava chicken jockey, you know. Number 40, Ender Pearl. Ender Pearls and also stasis chambers, which I probably should have added to this list, actually. Ender Pearls are amazing, and you can use stasis chambers for so many situations, especially when you're in a fight and you need to get away very quickly. Number 41, Dennis. Dogs. Dennis, you know. Dogs are just your faithful companion in Minecraft, with you all the way until they ultimately meet their demise. That got really dark. Number 42, trapdoors. They're a lovely little way to just smooth out, you know, slabs to just straight up blocks on the floor. But my favorite use is that they're like actual trapdoors. You can jump through them. Number 43, this was the best way I could really visualize screenshotting. Screenshotting is a great function in the game. You know, you just press a button and boom, there's a screenshot saved. You also get a timestamp and date of exactly when that screenshot was taken. So currently, it is 8:09 p.m. for me on the 12th of May 2025. That just tells you that right there. And also, I just love screenshotting. It lets you save nice moments from the game, let's face it. Number 44, replay mod. Replay mod is just a great mod that you can use, you know, to capture your gameplay. In fact, I'm gonna do it right now. So look, like I'm running around and you can see me now in replay mod doing the exact same thing. Basically just a 3D version of a recording. You can just fly around in it and just, you know, look back at anything you did. Number 45, flashback. It's pretty much like replay mod, but I don't want to say better, but it's got different features and it's also very good. I in fact have both. So this is replay mod here and this is flashback here. Something I also found you can do in replay mod. So we're here in replay mod now. I'm sorry for the camera tilt. I'm not exactly sure how to fix that and put it exactly the same as it was, so we'll have to do like this. Oh, I think I got it. This is replay mod. If we go and we press play, you know, we can see what I was doing during that little recording, and you can go pretty much anywhere. You can look at everything. Something I've found that you can do in replay mod when you have flashback on is that you can start recording in replay mod, and then you can press play here, and it'll show me, you know, going around doing my stuff as I was, and then we save that replay in flashback. Now we can go into flashback, and now we have the replay that I played, only the bit that I pressed play on, in flashback. Of course, you can also see me up there. That's the little camera I was using. You can't see that in replay mod, but you can see it if you transfer the replay this way into flashback. I don't know if anyone else has figured this out. Probably. In this day and age, you can't really have an original thought or invention that easily, so I'm sure someone else has figured this out. But this is basically a way to transfer replays from replay mod to flashback. Maybe it also works vice versa, but I haven't tried it. Number 46, camera utils. This is basically a mod that allows you to add custom third-person cameras in addition to the existing ones. So I can just be walking around like this and just still be able to go into my normal third person, you know? And you can have two different little third-person custom things, and then you can change them at any point whenever you want to. I can just be vibing like this in the game, or just like this, you know, over the shoulder camera. It's just so cool. Such a handy mod. And it does more than that, but that's the main feature I like. It also has dramatic zoom. Do you like that? Slow dramatic zoom like that. I'm pretty sure you can configure the speed of it, but it also comes with a normal zoom, you know, which I'm pretty sure you can also configure if you want an animation. But if you use scroll wheel, you can also configure how much it zooms, which is very cool. So you can just, you know, or you can zoom in the entire way. And if you have another zoom mod on, you can double zoom, which looks very interesting on the face. Number 47, we have free cam. Basically what this is well, I'll just show you. Free cam, you just look, there's me, and I'm just basically flying around like I'm in spectator. But I can also press a button where I can press it, and now I just have a camera floating around. Meanwhile, I'm just still able to walk around, and then I can just press my button and I'm back in first person, you know? It's sort of like a spectator third person cross. Very handy when you're looking at builds or anything like that. Number 48, logical zoom. This is just my personal preference of zoom mods, and it just lets me, you know, do this whenever I feel like it, whenever I'm talking, whenever I'm doing anything, and I can just see, you know, boom, boom, boom. Very similar to the camera util zoom, except it doesn't have an animation, which I actually do prefer. Number 49, there's supposed to be an endermite here. There we go. Look, no one will know. Endermites, and I only say that these guys are on the list because they help out with enderman farms, and they're good for XP, you know? They aggravate the enderman, which then causes them to drop down a hole where you can kill them then. Number 50, mending, for obvious reasons. We are halfway through now. As quick as this might seem for you, I've literally been here setting all of this up and recording for over 5 hours now. 5 hours non-stop. I haven't even taken a break. I'm going a bit loopy now. Number 51, efficiency. Again, another obvious one, but you know, we like efficiency, specifically efficiency 5. Beacons, because you know, they're like efficiency 5, but even more. Also, you can color them like this if you just stick some glass panes inside. Also, if you're wondering why these look really saturated, I just hid the iron blocks with more armor stands to make it, you know, suit the rest of the platforms. Number 53, chests. Obviously can't live without them. Can't live without my chest. I know you're blushing. Number 54, pistons. These are probably my number one favorite redstone component block, even though they don't allow you to put stuff like this on top of them without it breaking, even on the side. Oh, you can put it on the back, evidently. Great block, couldn't live without it. Number 55, enchanting tables. Mostly because I like that the book acknowledges your existence when it opens. Nobody else does that for me. Wait, no, that sounded weird. Number 56, fences, mostly because they keep mobs in and the weirdos out. I'm looking at you, Gil. I'm kidding, my fences don't keep him out. But in case you didn't know, you can also put trapdoors and carpet on top of fences, so you can just easily hop up and down them, and any mobs inside or outside, wherever it is, can't hop up on these, no matter where they are on the fence too. It's not just because it's on the corner. Number 57, minecart. Number 58, rails. Number 59, TNT. Number 60, TNT minecarts. Number 61, TNT minecarts on rails. That's the combination of the past like 4. Number 62, why is this one empty? All right, third person. I love third person. In case you're wondering, I have a mod on that basically allows me to go free roam in third person like this. Only in the back camera though. In the front camera, it's still normal because, you know, we like the front camera. Third person could not live without it because, you know, I monologue like this a whole lot. you're gonna notice how much I do it now, like forever. Number 63, light. I mean, that's fairly obvious. We got a huge sun in the sky. I think it just needs to be said. Number 64, my friend Ray. Could not live without them. Number 65, dirt scaffolding. The most basic form of scaffolding. Very nice when it comes to early game and something you just can't beat nostalgia-wise, you know? Number 66, this guy. Number 67, comparators. For years, I never touched this because it just seemed overly complicated and weird and quite frankly scary. But then as soon as I used it, I realized its full capabilities and now I use it so often. And I would recommend it if you were in the same shoes as me beforehand. Number 68, repeaters. A very basic redstone component. I like it. Number 69, animal breeding. You know why. Number 70, crafting tables. I'm surprised I didn't put this like all the way at the start. Such a basic thing that you do need to survive in the game. Number 71, pumpkin pies. I've recently found out how good these guys actually are for like eating, how much hunger they restore and how much like saturation they give you. It's incredible. So yeah, definitely make and eat those whenever you can. In game, at least. I don't know how they taste in real life. Number 72, other side. Easily the best music disc in the game. We all know it and love it. Number 73, Pig Step. I feel the same way about this. Axolotls. It goes without saying that no one could live without these little cute guys. Number 75, water buckets for picking up your cute little axolotls. Bucket of axolotl. Number 76, fishing rods for fishing fish for your axolotls. Where did he go? Oh wait, I picked him up. I cleared my inventory, no. Oh, he's gone now. Number 77, sugarcane. A very valuable block and item when it comes to owning a bakery. I love just setting up bakeries in Minecraft. It's such a simple and rewarding and fun life. I'd highly recommend it. Number 78, spruce wood. And not just like this block, like the entirety of spruce wood. I think it's just a lovely color. I love it when it comes to building. So much so that I built literally my entire base out of it on Whimsycraft. Literally all of it is built out of spruce wood. It's crazy. Number 79, dye. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for that to sound so aggressive. I love dyes. They're nice little different colors and they're so very useful for so many different blocks. Number 80, unarguably the most useful block in the game, the fletching table. I love this block because like I right click on it and you can do so much with it. Like it's so pretty too. I hope they don't remove its functionality. Number 81, brick blocks. I think just the brick block, it just looks so nice. Number 82, I cannot live without the contrast of mangrove and warped blocks. Look at this. It's just so nice. It gives like an 80s retro diner sort of vibe to it. You can also do it with the crimson one. I'm not sure which it works better with. In fact, I think it could work with all three of them put together. I just love like 80s sort of style stuff. It's so cool. Number 83, slabs. I wanted to put every single slab here, but then I realized just how many there are. Like there's a fair amount here. But slabs, you know, very versatile block, very nice. I hope we get vertical slabs one day. In some form or another, intentionally, I mean. Number 84, the glass fog effect. This is basically achieved by placing glass and then placing air in between it, and then glass and air and glass and air, all the way until you go to whatever color block you want. I've chosen to go into a dark gradient to sort of make it look like it goes down dark. Not the best example here, seeing as it is very stuttery in this, and it's a very small example, so it doesn't show it off in the best light. But on a bigger scale, this does look quite nice. Number 85, bows and arrows. I will quite literally be dead without these because, you know, I use them to save my life. Okay, I missed. First try. I use these a lot. They're very fun. They can be used for so many mini games and just general survival. So they had to make the list, honestly. Number 86, torches. Number 87, lanterns, which are basically just torches encased in iron. Number 88, wind charges. Beautiful. These things are very fun to play with. Off it goes into the sunset. Well, the sun's not setting. In fact, it's actually laying dormant, not moving at all. So, wherever it's gone, wow, it's really gone. Number 89, another entire block type had to make the list, and that is fully oxidized copper blocks. I love the color of these. They're just so pretty. Also, this just makes a beautiful noise. Number 90, sand, because sand makes me crash. Yeah, I crashed. That was not fun. I think that's due to the NVIDIA mod, which is a great mod, but it's just a temporary bug. I'm sure they're fixing it. Number 91, leads. These are such a nice item. You totally can't hear the sheep that I use to tie all these up with. They can be used, you know, for leading around different mobs, or just for generally tying to, you know, fences and making them look like this. Very nice. Number 92, wandering traders. You kill them, you get leads. Bear that in mind whenever you want to make a fence post look good. Number 93, chains. They're such a versatile block. They're so pretty. They can be used for so many different things. I love chains. Just so much. Number 94, wool, because I'm constantly forgetting where I've left my bed in survival mode. And I always need to make a new one, so there's always Yimga beds just floating around worlds and servers wherever you go. Same with crafting tables, actually. Number 95, villagers, because it's funny to kill them. Also, they're so incredibly bald. You look like Leonardo DiCaprio had a bad hair day. Number 96, cobblestone, which I believe is the most used block when it comes to crafting recipes. It's used in the most crafting recipes. I believe, don't quote me to that, but it is just a very useful and handy block. Number 97, carrots. Very good food source in the early game, and they're quite tasty too. Make them into golden carrots and you'll be set for life. Number 98, hoppers, because, you know, functionality wise, and also if you put them on an armor stand, they look like a hat. Number 99, barrels. They're just like a nice fancy version of chests. They make such a nice sound when you open them, and they just look so much better, especially in kitchens or like docks or bays. And finally, number 100. See you guys in the next video.